This podcast is kindly sponsored by Euro Auctions. The next auction takes place in Dromore on the 20th and 21st of February 2026. Welcome to another episode of the Ice Expo Podcast. Delighted to be joined today by Tom Brown, who is a director of Doctor.ie. You're very welcome, Tom.
Very happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
So Tom, fill us in. Doctor.ie. What's it all about? How did it start?
So how it started was I originally am IT. Okay, so I'm not a doctor, just to get that out there. But I got asked to develop software for the documentation time at nurses to cut it down.
Okay.
So I did that, and over the course of my time doing that, we were asked to do health screening, the technology side of things. So we figured out after doing a couple of them that we were pretty good at organising the health screening, and I have an interest in that kind of area anyway because of sport and helping people. And we did all that, and then what I wanted to do was marry the digital side of health with the actual stars of the show, which are the nurses and the doctors.
Okay.
So I met Doctor.ie, Dr. Viz, when about 2-3 years ago, and his values for what he wanted to do and my values for Medela Healthcare at the time were the exact same. So we merged, and Doctor.ie now has 15 clinics nationwide doing walk-in clinics. So back, say, previous to the pandemic, it was unheard of that you could just walk into a doctor and get seen the same day. Normally people would ring up and it's 3 weeks and 2 weeks, and to get your results was an issue and all of that. But Doctor.ie was formerly Doctor 365.
Okay.
So we married each other together, and we've the 15 clinics now, but you can walk into our services and see a doctor the same day, no appointment.
That's
and
incredible.
Then the part where kind of I come in is the health screening element of it, where we were really interested in having people from all walks of life getting a health screen done, a blood test done, and then actually being shown what exactly is your results mean, not just the normal kind of speedily you get back, they say your bloods are normal and you're okay, you're just a hypochondriac.
Right.
It's people that want to actually look after their health. They're seeing that they're putting on a few extra pounds or they can't gain weight, and they're seeing themselves in 60 years' time at 60 years of age, that they want to be healthy and they want to be young, and everything's moving so quickly at the moment that we felt that there was a gap in the market, I suppose, with the health in Ireland.
No, it sounds incredible. And Doctor.ie, is there an online part of this as well? Like, can people talk to doctors online?
So Doctor.ie is walk-in clinics. You can walk in. We do online prescriptions, online telehealth.
Okay.
We do on-site health screening. We do weight loss programs. We've a weight loss clinic, TRT clinic. The TRT clinic, the beauty of us having the 15 clinics is we have a TRT clinic.
Okay.
But
what exactly is a TRT?
Testosterone replacement therapy. So it's for men's health.
Okay,
so,
brilliant.
There's a company in Waterford that have one clinic in Dublin and one clinic in Waterford, and they wanted to kind of expand. So they actually do our TRT clinic, but they now have 15 locations nationwide through our partnership. So we can provide a full range of services to the global.
That is incredible.
The global people.
So obviously, if you've 15 clinic, as you say, so you have places all over the country. So if I suppose somebody is out there today, like yourself what it's like in Ireland today, you cannot get an appointment with a doctor. So I suppose what you'd say to people is go online, see where the clinics are, and it's just arrive and walk in.
Yeah, and what we're trying to do is raise awareness. We're not saying that all the doctors that you can't get a doctor with are bad doctors or anything like that. It's just raising the awareness that people weren't aware of before, that I can actually go get my blood tested and have my results in 3 days and actually know why am I putting on weight or why am I not putting on weight or why am I feeling tired all the time.
Yeah.
Like the popular tests that we do are the wellness screens, where you have people from every industry that are looking to see what they're having little issues within their life, in their health, whether it's sports or it's work or whatever, and they're trying to improve their kind of work-life balance, and this helps that.
And it's so important today, like a work-life balance. Like people always leave things too late, in my opinion. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, well, it's preventative healthcare. Yeah. So, like, I know for myself, my own experience, I obviously was young. I'm 42 now, but 10 years ago, obviously 32, didn't care about health, didn't care about how I looked or how I was feeling. I was playing sport. And over that 10-year period, I kind of realised that I actually wasn't as quick as I was 10 years ago. Running 10K back at 32 was easy.
Yeah.
Running 10K now is very much a challenge, like, you know, and in some cases with people that can't do it, you know, and I'm probably one of those. I can't do it at the moment. But what I did is I got my health checked with one of our health coaches. She said, you be a patient, you own the company and you're directing the company and you be a patient. So I've done that, and my God, my markers came back for like high ferritin and all of this, and she was able to pinpoint exactly through reading my bloods what exactly was wrong with me before I even could tell her. And then the beauty of that is what she gave me off the back of that was what supplements to take, what foods to obviously give up alcohol, give up. You can eat these foods, but these foods are full of sugar. Right, simple, okay. Just ways of getting.
And did you stick to everything?
I have, yeah. I'm still off the alcohol 5 months, and I'm still doing the supplements. But I think it's the shock I needed, because when you see the markers there in front of you when they're weighing the red, and you have somebody professional explaining why, and they're nearly looking deeply into your soul and into why you're inflamed and why you're bloated. It's great, like, you know.
It's incredible what you're doing. So I suppose one of the main reasons why you're here today, and we are absolutely honoured that you have partnered with Randox.
Yeah.
And you are going to have a large stand at the Ice Expo, and you're going to offer, I suppose, do you want to fill me in on what you are going to offer?
So I suppose one of the reasons why we are very interested in the construction industry is because it's male predominantly.
Yeah,
okay, I know we have multiple areas for females to come and get their services done or get looked after, but in the male industry there's not too much on men's health in Ireland. Like, there's the little bits and pieces, kind of a token, but what we want to do is highlight that you don't have to be we understand the construction industry. It's busy, it's nearly in survival mode, trying to get a project finished where you don't care about your health. You're just looking to get your deadline finished, and you're not looking after yourself. Where we want to give simple packages to. Most people are afraid of needles and afraid of going to a doctor. We're trying to create an environment where it's easy to come into us. It's no big deal getting your blood taken, and it's no big deal getting a result back within 2 to 3 days. And that's where Randox come in. They're excellent at the resulting and how they portray the results back to the patient. So we have a good relationship with Randox over the last maybe 5-6 years. We originally were kind of rivals of them through the pandemic, when the PCR and the COVID testing, but we became very good partners since they moved into Ireland. And again, the Doctor.ie values and their values are similar, so it was a great partnership to have. And
it's incredible. So what can attendees, and I suppose exhibitors, well, anybody that's going to be attending Ice Expo, what can they expect when they arrive at your stand at the show?
Well, at the stand, obviously we're going to be doing health screening, so it's tailored towards everybody, but just raising awareness about how we can help construction industry and construction companies with occupational health. We do the fit to work certs, we do all of those range of services, but then we'd like to get deeper in with the actual employees of each companies to say, like, if you're 22 and you're playing sport and you're working really hard and you're training really hard, are you taking care of your body? Is there a reason why? So, like, most people want to go, and at 22 you're worried. You're worried about different things. But if you're a company executive where you're maybe stressed all the time, we can do tests for that, and really being an open arm and an open door to people on that day, but nationwide, that the people can come in and whatever your ailment is, we'll be able to point you in the right direction of getting.
And will you be doing
better.
blood tests that day?
Yeah, we'll be doing blood tests. We'll be doing blood tests we'll be doing cardiac health screens. We'll be doing blood tests. So the blood tests, to be honest, we have a wide range of markers that we can test for in packages. So it'll tailor to whatever person comes in. That's pretty customizable, and that's the beauty of having Randox there on the day as well, that we can do that. But we'll be talking to people about the TRT clinics and the weight loss clinics and the fertility clinics. So there'll be a broad spectrum of service that we'll be raising awareness for, and people are welcome to come in and talk to us and get a blood test done if they want. It's something that we haven't been thinking about in Ireland.
Yeah.
If you go to other countries, you see that they're more self-aware. I think since the pandemic, we're becoming a little bit more self-aware of like, okay, I don't want to just go to the pub on the weekend, and I want to actually maybe go hiking. And when I go hiking, I want to see, geez, can I do it in a quicker time? And then like you have the old family history of health issues that we can say, look, like I know, for example, within my family, it's folic acid or hemochromatosis that we have. So you can kind of look at those elements within each family group or community and really put a spotlight on it.
Do you believe that what you are offering at the Ice Expo is something that needs to be added to more trade shows across the country going forward?
Yeah, well, like, it's all your perception. If you're going to the Ice Expo, that you want to see the big machineries.
Yeah, of course.
You know, like, you're not going to the Ice Expo just to see us.
Yeah.
You're going to see the big rubber duckies or whatever they're called.
The likes of the Tire Warrior.
Yeah, but what we would like to do is just be there to say, look, if you need us,
you're there.
Raise awareness.
It's fantastic.
And that's all we're trying to do, is raise a little bit of awareness, and say to the construction industry, we're here to help you for whatever.
Yeah, which is so important. And as you said, it's such a fast-paced industry. It's something that always gets left behind, and I do feel like people do neglect their health.
Yeah.
Because it is such a fast-paced industry. So, no, it is incredible that, you're opening the doors, and we're delighted, as I said, that you're going to be there.
There's a thing with men then where everything is all right, we're all grand, like, but, and they don't, obviously, we don't open up as much. This is just another gateway, another service that we provide, that if you need to open up, if you want to open up, you can come to us. Most of your problems can be solved by getting a blood test and saying, this is why you're in bad form all the time, because you're lacking in this, and we can put you in the right pathway. And it does make
such a huge difference. I remember myself, it was about a year and a half ago when I got bloods done. Now, haven't got them done since in hindsight, but I was put on just one tablet a day, folic acid, and my energy levels, it went from here to here straight away. And it just showed you that my body was lacking, and the difference that one little small medication
that's what happened to me, to be quite honest with you, is I was looking for something, and what the diagnosis I got was exactly what my body needed.
Okay.
My body responded to that in a positive way, and then I just said, I'm not going back,
This podcast is kindly sponsored by Euro Auctions. The next auction takes place in Dromore on the 20th and 21st of February 2026. So you do a lot of partnerships as well with some the LGFA, am I correct?
Yeah, so I'm the business development manager, say, for Doctor.ie. So what we would look to be doing is, when I played sport, a very, very average player, but when I played sport, it was for 17 years, and every 17 years that you went back for pre-season, it was something different. And you're expected to gallop around the pitch in pre-season, and nobody was checking, actually, are you able to do that? Is there a reason why he's able to run 5K and you're not able to run 5K, or different things like that? So one of the sad things about the sport is there's a lot of young people that have went through the SADs.
It seems to be a lot more common now.
Yeah, it's becoming more common because we're probably raising more awareness for it, and unfortunately, people are dying, young people, of heart attack or whatever. So it's just raising awareness with the inter-county players through the LGFA of get yourself checked before the season starts. And there's numerous, I'm not going to say there's numerous LGFA players or inter-county players, but there's numerous people that we have actually stopped doing marathons and taking a break from sport because we found something within their ECG. And those people, while disappointed at that time, like, they're very grateful for you afterwards, to know, it is actually a blockage or a blood clot that I could have had there,
Regular blood testing is very important. Like, how often should people be getting their bloods tested?
It depends on the individual. Like, say, for example, me, and I'll talk about myself, I get mine done every 6 months.
Okay.
But recently it's maybe every 4 months because I want to see my markers go down. Right. So, for example, I've high ferritin, so I'm trying to get that marker down at the moment. So, my health coach, for example, is suggesting that don't come back every week, but come back every 3 months, every 4 months, and see how you're going with it, because it does take time. Now, obviously, if you're going through pregnancy and you're doing the beta HCG test, you want to be tested every 2 or 3 days. But it all depends on what
each individual is different.
Yeah, each individual, yeah.
But I suppose, every person out there listening to this podcast, go get your bloods done maybe twice a year.
Yeah, it's good to get them done once a year first.
Yeah.
And to be realised that when you do go, I'm afraid of needles myself, to be quite honest with you. So, like, when you go to a proper environment, like the Doctor.ie environment, and you have nurses that
they know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing, and they have the blood taken from you before you even know. They're chatting you away, they're relaxing you. That's the hardest part, that 30 seconds of getting your bloods taken.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's the information that comes back to you and how that's portrayed. So from my nerdy, techie background, it's how we portray those results back, that it's in a format that you can actually read and understand somewhat.
It's not doctor lingo.
Yeah, and then once you get your health coach consultation, that you're put in the pathway. You're not just thrown out the door and forgotten about.
Yeah.
But you're put in a pathway where you should come back in 3 months' time for another blood test so we can try and monitor these. Are you interested in doing that?
So the team at Doctor.ie will put you on, I suppose, a programme?
Yeah, we'll point you in the correct direction, yeah.
Of what's required.
At the end of the day, we've Dr. Viz and his team of doctors are phenomenal, what they do. And then we've massive, say, general staff like myself and the business development and the coordinators that are... But the stars of the show are the not nurses and the doctors, and listen to the health coaches. And then it's up to the patient to come in and with an open mind and be able to... It's not always good news, but
of course
it's preventative healthcare. So
100%.
We don't necessarily get... it's well people that actually take our blood test and health screen, and then the walk-in clinics is your general patient, But it's I suppose for us at Doctor.ie, it's raising our awareness.
Yeah.
The Ice Expo will raise our profile a small bit.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we're trying to help people, and how we do that is we feel that how we're doing it with the 15 clinics, with our digital technology, which is custom built by ourselves, is the way to go.
So Tom, Doctor.ie, you've 15 clinics now nationwide.
Yeah.
What are the plans for the future?
So the plans for the future grow. Dr. Viz's idea is to be in every town in Ireland.
Amazing.
Which I think is brilliant. And our plan, we do a lot of pop-up health as well. So we come on site, say, to your construction company, and we do your pop-up health screening, and our online prescriptions and our telehealth is really going well at the moment, but we want to raise that a little bit more. And then I suppose from the services part, we want to have the full solution, that if a patient comes into us that they're not, and they have an ailment, that we're able to sort it out, not directly Doctor.ie, but our partners, that we have them in our circle of, say, friends, that our family, that we are able to bring them on their journey for health. Because it's not, the idea is not to just come in once for a blood test and forget about it for another 10 years. It's actually change your lifestyle to...
With your health coaches.
With your health coaches and everything, yeah. Now, look, it's not for everybody. People will probably say, that's not for me, I wouldn't have the patience for that. But at least come in and get one blood test done, and that's the start.
Yeah, 100%. Your pop-up clinics are very interesting. And obviously, you know, we're primarily talking here about construction industry, plant equipment. But for any business owners out there, if they contacted yourself, Doctor.ie, like, would you be willing to go to every company? And, you know, obviously it's voluntarily for all employees, but is that something that you can offer to business owners out there?
Yeah, it is. It's something that we do with the Camogie and LGFA and the sports, is where we actually go out to their centre of excellence or venue, hotel, for example. We set up our pop-up health clinic, and say you could do 64, 32, whatever in the one day.
Just that's incredible.
So it means that the simple way that we do it is that we send out a booking link, and then they all book in for that specific day. So it means that your whole company can get done within, say, 1 day or 2 days. And we obviously team up the nurses. So if it is 100 people that we're doing, that we bring the proper staff in for that.
That's incredible.
But it doesn't have to be 100 people. It could be 5.
Yeah.
So a lot of the companies that do come to us say, look, we'll try it. We'll do a health promotional day, which is the buzzword, the health promotional day. But they might have 100 staff and 50 turn up, or 50 can. So the beauty of us is that we have the clinics that we can give a voucher that they can come into their nearest clinic and get the same service done.
That's incredible. So, and then even for, I know a personal friend of mine is chairman of a local GAA club here. There's a lot of GAA clubs obviously in every county in Ireland. But like, this would be something that you could offer to every hurling, GAA club, you know, running clubs, basketball clubs, be it whatever it is.
Yeah, it is something that we're currently doing, but we also have in 2026 a fundraiser version of it. So, for example, if you're getting if you book in for a health screen with your club, €10 or €15 goes back into the actual club. Now, I know there's different versions of that,
of course,
out at the moment, but the one that we want to do is to get everybody in the community for the one day to come to the local community centre, give their donation, and they know that I'm getting myself health checked. Yeah. But €20 or €10 or €5 of whatever I pay is going back into the club. So it's an easy way it's difficult for anybody to fundraise at the moment, but especially for those type of communities, that you're not just donating €20, you're actually getting a health screen as well on the back of that as well.
No, it really is incredible. What you're doing is incredible, and I have to say it's a credit to you. And I really would urge...
I would say it's a credit to our nurses and doctors and our team.
Your whole team.
I'm just the puppet that is sent out.
Not at all. No, look, it's a credit to your whole team, everything that you are doing. I believe that this is the way for the future. Like, as you said earlier, prevention is key. And there's so many people out there that, as you said, are afraid. It's 2 seconds and it could save your life in the long run.
Exactly.
So it really is a no-brainer. But look, I want to wish you the very, very best of luck. We cannot wait. And we are, as I said, absolutely honoured to have you at the Ice Expo. And we're urging people to come see the crack at the Ice Expo, because it will be a fun family day out, not to mention a lot of business being done. But, you know, for yourselves, Doctor.ie and Randox to be there to offer this, you know, service for everyone, it's just incredible. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Danielle.
This podcast is kindly sponsored by Euro Auctions. The next auction takes place in Dromore on the 20th and 21st of February 2026.